So my first reason why your networking might not be working is that you set yourself unrealistic goals and unrealistic expectations when it comes to networking. I hear it quite often from people to say, oh, networking doesn't work. And when I ask them, what did they set themselves as goals, as expectations, it's typically that they were looking to achieve X amount of new business from it in 3 months, in 6 months, in 9 months, whatever it may be. But they've set themselves really ambitious targets, which is great. But if you don't achieve it, of course, like any industry, if you're not achieving the goals that you set yourself, you're going to belittle the service, the product you may have purchased, and that's where you may end up saying that networking doesn't work, when actually, scaling it back, it might be the goals and expectations you're putting on networking in the first place. My second reason why your networking may not be working is that you don't have the right strategy in place. And this is linked to the first point I made about having goals and targets when it comes to networking, which is great. But if you don't have the right strategy, if you don't have the right processes in place, your networking won't work for you. That starts from before the event, what you're doing before the event, how you are during the event and how you're networking with people, and then what you do after the event. So all of that formulates your networking strategy. This is something we help our members understand right at the outset as part of their onboarding call, and also ask them that question at the outset: what is their strategy, what are their objectives? But having that strategy will ultimately allow you to achieve the targets and goals that you set yourself. My third reason why your networking might not be working for you is that people don't understand what you do. And this comes down to you really refining not just what you do in terms of as a business, as in your role, but what problem do you solve? This is something that we suggest our members to answer. If you can answer what problem do you solve, people will understand better exactly how you can help people, the pain points you ease with clients and potential clients, and it really comes down to people understanding that a lot better. If you are attending events and just reeling off all the products and services your company has, that's not really explaining what you do. But when it comes down to what problem you solve, people will be able to listen out for that when they're out and about networking themselves, and then ultimately be able to refer business your way, knowing that exactly that's what you do. My fourth point on the reasons why your networking might not be working is following up. And it's a very common line used that the fruits are in the follow-up. And when it comes to networking, that is how you develop those conversations, those leads into better relationships, and ultimately potential referrers and potential clients. So following up after an event isn't just connecting with someone on LinkedIn. It isn't sending them that message. It isn't sending them that email. It's making sure that you do follow up and you do have that correspondence after the event. It's arranging that call, arranging that meeting. But when I say follow up with purpose. Don't follow up and arrange a call and a meeting with someone that you know it won't go anywhere with. Make sure that you're following up with people. If you've met someone and it was just nice to meet them, follow up and say, it was nice to meet you. Hopefully we cross paths again in the near future. If you want to have that further conversation with someone, make sure you are following it up. Make sure you arrange that time on the phone or via Zoom or in person over a coffee, to make sure that you have that conversation and you can develop that relationship to see if there is anything further that you guys can work on together. So follow up, whether you think it's worthwhile or not. It's common courtesy and something we don't see enough. My fifth and last point when it comes to reasons your networking might not be working for you is that you're not utilising all the benefits included in your membership. And there are a lot of networking organisations out there with a variety of benefits and things that are included within that. And it might be a case that you're not utilising all of them properly. In our case, it might be that you're not sharing your insight or your company news out to our members so people don't know about what's going on in your world. It might be you're not utilising the membership support from, in our case, Claudia as membership manager, having that initial onboarding call, having those catch-up calls throughout the time as a member. All these things better inform the membership organisation you're with, and also help inform other members about your expertise and what you do as a company. So make sure you have a look at all the benefits that are included in your membership package and the membership that you're with, and make sure that you're utilising all of them properly.